guys, my name is Agent Psycho, and I'm here to bring you guys the 77th chapter. Is it 70? Yeah, it should be 77th. Once again, title will say everything, so I apologize if I say it incorrect chapter number. But anyways, I believe it's chapter number 77, and once again, if it's not, then it'll be corrected, of the Exploring Arsenal series featuring me, Agent Psycho, aka Tourist number 98, and this time I'll be taking a look at the, or not just taking a look at, but reviewing the, one of the newer pistols in Combat Arms, the P220 Combat TB. This came out earlier this year, back in February, and so obviously it's one of the newer ones. But in any case, let's get started on the review of the P220 Combat TB. So in case you didn't notice by now, this is a handgun, and it did cost 600 GP a day, but now it costs almost 3k GP for a week. More specifically speaking, it's 2940, and it is unlocked at First Lieutenant 3. So let's go down the statistics here. The damage rating is very high on the P220 Combat TB at 45. The P220 is one of the what I like to classify as a like a hybrid of a spammable pistol and a power pistol. I classify it as in the same group of pistols like the M1911 and the USP families, because they all have very high damage and they don't have a lot of ammo, but they're not exactly like the power pistols like the Deagles or the revolvers. Like, you know, they don't have slow rate of fire, but they don't have a lot of ammo either. So that is why I kind of group them all together, and the P220 is the most recent member of that said family. So, if we go down the list of statistics here, you'll see that the stats also back up my kind of classification of things. So once again, first of all, we have the damage at a very high 45 compared to the M1911. I believe it's the same as the M1911, either that or maybe the M1911 is a little bit stronger. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they're the same. If not, they're pretty similar. The USP, and compared to the USP deals 38, and the USP Tactical SC does a straight up 40, and the P220 Combat deals at 45. So obviously this is a very strong handgun. The portability is at 90, which is pretty standard amongst all pistols like it. Rate of fire is at a 38, which is about the same as the M1911 and the USP. I feel like they all fire around the same rate of fire, and the accuracy is at a pretty good 62, and the recoil is at a, actually, now that I think about it, it's actually pretty low at 57. I don't know. Maybe it's higher than most other pistols. I don't know. But to me, anyway, it seems pretty low. Don't know. Maybe I could just be messing up this really bad. In terms of recoil, kickback, and spread, those shouldn't really matter too much because, I mean, this is a pistol. The only, like I mentioned before, like the Glock series, it should be the only pistols that, you know, or the fully automatic pistols should be the pistols that you need to worry about the recoil as much. The P220 Combat, I mean, you can fire it fast, but its rate of fire isn't high enough so that you need to worry about, you know, the recoil spread getting out of control or your recoil kickback getting out of control. You don't need to worry about either of that. Tapfire Ability, it's a pistol, so let's ignore that. Sprint Drawback, and the draw speed are pretty similar to the P99, in fact, but the P220 Combat has a faster draw speed. In fact, just like the P99. In fact, the mechanics, the performance mechanics, are completely identical to the P99. Clan pistol, in that they both have the same reload animation. They both have the same what is it again? Reload animation, sprinting animation, draw animation. It's pretty much the same, and it's just that the P220 Combat TB is pretty much faster than the P99 in all aspects. It's got a faster draw speed, it's got a faster reload, and it's got a faster I shouldn't say sprint drawback speed, but it's pretty much faster in pretty much every regard, in terms of like how long it takes for you to pull it out and how long it takes for you to reload it. In this gameplay, though, you will see me use the Extend Mag 2 on it, and that reason shall be discussed later when I discuss the attachment options. So yeah, other than that, let's move on to the fire modes. The fire modes, I mean, it's only semi-automatic, so nothing too much special there. And as for its ammo capacity, it is pretty low at 8 rounds per mag and 24 in reserve, so you got a total of 4 mags instead of the usual 3 like most of the pistols, so that's obvious. That's an added bonus. And as for its key physical characteristics, the slide of the P220 is black, and the handle is, I think it's kind of like a tannish color, so it has a very distinct look to it. Also, it has a kind of a, it has like one of those flashlight attachments. I don't know if you guys have played Left 4 Dead 2 before, but if you notice on your handgun, you notice that there's like a flashlight underneath it. The P220 kind of looks like it seems to have like a flashlight appendature on the bottom side of it, but it's completely cosmetic. You can't really use it or anything, so it's just there for the looks. So I guess you can tell if it's a P220 by like that, in case you're wondering what pistol someone else is using. It turns out to be a P220. Other than that, muzzle noise. Muzzle noise is a pretty low frequency. It's like a blasting noise, almost. So it's not too loud. That's good. Let's see. Other than that, oh, okay. So here we are at the attachment options. The attachment options on the P220 Combat is you can attach anything on it. So sight, I believe you can put on a sight anyway. Suppressors, magazine mods, you can attach anything. Scopes, it's up to you whether you want it. Me personally speaking, I don't really get the point of putting scopes on pistols unless it's like the G18 Chrome where they come with the pistol. Oh, they come with the scope, so that you know they're meant to be used with the damn scope. Suppressors, I actually don't mind. I actually would maybe recommend silencers to you because I've actually tried using the P220 Combat TB with a silencer because of a challenge that I did last time, like some time ago, and I found to my surprise that the P220 Combat wasn't that bad with the necessary silencer. So if you want to put a silencer on it, go right on ahead. Its damage is so high that its performance doesn't really change much. So yeah, if you want to go ahead, if you like silencers, if that's your thing, then I suggest using it if it's comfortable with you on the P220 Combat because it's not gonna reduce its damage by too much. I mean, I know it has like technically a 10% damage reduction, but its damage is so high that it's still gonna be like a pretty strong 3-shot kill. I mean, do the math. 45, take out 10%. That's like what 40.5 round up. It's like 41 damage. It's still gonna be 3-shot kills, so still pretty powerful. And let's see, magazine modifications. So I highly recommend that you put an Extended Mag 2 on it. If you guys didn't know, the Extended Mag 2 for pistols adds 7 more bullets to your current magazine. So the P220's magazine size goes from 8 to 15, which is much more standard, and it's basically like an M1911 or Glock 23, where they all have 15 rounds now. Granted, you know, you're gonna have less ammo in reserve, but I feel that that's an acceptable loss in exchange for having a very normal magazine. I should say normal, but like a very healthy magazine size. And besides, the P220 Combat, its reload speed is pretty much like half that of the P99. So even with the Extended Mag 2 on, it's not that bad. So I recommend an Extended Mag 2, at least an Extended Mag 1 if you're not comfortable with the Extended Mag 2. Is it fire team worthy? Not really, because it's only got 32 bullets, and I mean, something like the USP Tactical SC, that thing still has 36 bullets, you know. So the P220 Combat, unfortunately, not really that good, but I mean, it's still got a damage rating of 45, so it'll knock down zombies quick, but I mean, you don't have a lot of ammo with it, so take your poison. As for quarantine, I mean, its portability is very high. That's good, but its ammo count, once again, is not very healthy. I mean, honestly, I would prefer bringing a Luger or Walther to quarantine, because I mean, if you don't have an extended magazine on the P220, they're pretty much the same thing, except the Walther and the Luger have like what 40 bullets in reserve, so it's gonna last you a lot longer. And yeah, bring it if you want the quarantine, but I feel like you could bring like a G23 or something like that to quarantine. It'll serve you much better. Other than that, that should be about it. And as for my frank personal opinions, the P220 Combat is actually it's a really good pistol. I don't know if it's better than the USP. I mean, it has more ammo, but it's only got more ammo by like 2 bullets, so it's not like it matters too much in terms of the ammo department. But I can definitely tell you for sure that it's better than the M1911. Because I mean, just look at it. Just compare the stats, just straight up. It's got the same damage, same portability, and it's basically everything that the M1911 is, except it's got a lot more ammo and it reloads faster. So I don't know if I can say this for sure, but the P220 Combat is, I believe, is wrong emphasis, grammar. is, I believe, the best out of the hybrid pistol, I like to call them. I just made that name up on the spot. Sorry about that. But if you guys remember in the beginning of this video, I mentioned that the P220 is part of the hybrid pistols between the spammable pistols and the power pistols. That includes the USP family and the M1911 family. Now the P220 Combat TB is part of that family, and I feel that personally, I feel that the P220 is the best amongst them. And then closely behind, like very close behind, is the USP family, and like kind of left behind is M1911 family, because no one really ever uses that because it's not too good, you know, honestly speaking. I can't really get around the fact that it's not very good. 7 rounds, and you only got like 14 rounds in reserve, it's not going to get you very far. So, yeah, that's it for the review on the P220 Combat TB. It's probably honestly, probably one of the better pistols out there, but, I mean, you just gotta use it in order to know for sure if you really like it or not. So, anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. びっくりしてって。